Hello everybody, and welcome to No Guns Life. That is the show, right?
It is called No Guns Life.
Okay, we'll leave that in, it's fine. Episode 1, anime review. I am Connor, he is Lewis. You gonna say something?
I am Lewis. Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the review of this awesome new Madhouse show.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
We'll get to it when we get into it, but there are a few things that I'm greatly concerned about.
Okay.
And by concerned, I mean it's a pet peeve.
Okay.
I might as well talk about it now, actually. It's, you remember Overlord?
I do remember Overlord. Are you talking about CG?
No, you remember how the flipping mouths don't move?
Okay. Yeah. Or just stay open while speech is happening.
It's just a static image.
Yeah, it's just an open mouth and then words happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, sure. I didn't notice, but
It's
that never bothered me in Overlord, so it's probably not going to bother me in this.
yeah, it's not quite to the point of Overlord. Like everything else looks pretty alright. But yeah, it was a thing I noticed immediately. I was like, damn it, Madhouse, you're getting lazy, sons.
Right.
But yeah, overall though, it's pretty alright. It was an alright good start.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I sound pretty negative, but I actually did enjoy it. So I just want to make that.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed this episode.
I want to make that very clear. I definitely did. Yeah. Honestly though, Nightmare making a thumbnail because he's got a gun head.
Oh, can you not put guns in your thumbnails?
No, you can do. It's not none of that, but that actually might be a thing. It's anime, it looks fine. No, it's just because it's weirdly proportioned, like his head. So
Okay.
just don't take my word for it. Don't be surprised if he's not in too many thumbnails. Is all I'm gonna.
Is he awkward for thumbnails? Okay.
He's pretty awkward for thumbnails, but
I'd go for like the chair thing from the intro.
the chair thing.
Yeah, like right at the end of the intro, he's sitting on the chair sipping tea, and that would be my shot for the first one.
I should have done that. Oh well, it's made now, and I'm too lazy to redo it. So
Nice.
nice. Let's actually dive right into the action, I guess.
Let's do it.
So, our main character, who has a gun head. Have we
He
mentioned
does.
that? It's a silly design, isn't it? Really. Like I know they play it super.
It's amazing. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know
I love it.
they play it really serious, but then you look at it and you're like, hang on a minute.
It is preposterous, but yeah, it's supposed to be a serious show. But like, if it was real, like that would be serious as hell.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be striking to look at, and
A gun
you'd feel
always
pretty
pointed at your
awful
health,
for
yeah.
everyone who has that had that happen to themselves.
Yeah. I mean, if you had a gun always pointed at your head when you were talking to someone, that's basically what that would be.
Yeah,
Which is
I also just feel really bad for them because it's a person who's been like made into a living weapon. Seems sad.
yeah. But anyway, he's like a not really a detective. Well, he's sort of a detective. He solves problems caused by all these people called Extends, and they are basically cyborgs.
Yeah, cybernetically enhanced people are called Extends in this universe, and
Yeah.
he is a person who takes odd jobs dealing with problems, and a lot of the time it includes making people stop being rowdy and stuff like that.
In a pub.
Yeah, he beat up some people in a pub and told them to stop dealing drugs here.
That's a that doesn't seem like it's an Extend problem. That just seems like it's a.
Yeah, but there were Extends doing it, and so the bartender was too scared to go near them.
I guess wasn't she? She was also an Extend though.
She
She
is an
had a
Extend, but
robot
that
arm.
doesn't necessarily mean that she's ready for combat.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Our main
Whereas
character,
he is quite literally a combat Extend.
he's combat ready.
Mm.
Yeah, he's called Juzo is his name, which is the only name I've written down. I think.
Okay. I think that's anyone I got as well, so I don't remember any others.
No, but yeah, the barmaid gives him a kissu on the cheek, and he like blushes, and it's just a gun blushing, and I don't.
It was the best.
It was.
Gun blushing is the best
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, I'd seen this in the trailer, but I don't.
I hadn't, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't speak Japanese, so I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, it was like okay, so he's like a person. That's what that scene essentially got through to me. It's like
He has emotions.
he is a
he is
person.
Yeah, he's not a robot that happens to have some human speech patterns. No, it's a dude who happens to have a gun for a face and is quite serious and stuff. But like, yeah, when he gets kissed by a girl, he gets flustered.
Can I just
Seems
say
human.
another thing of one of my favourite things is he smokes. Like,
He smokes all the time.
yeah, but he's like, it's just his head. He's got a cigarette. Just silly.
Yeah. It's a revolver, and then there's a cigarette coming. Yeah, like just below the revolver. It's a funny look.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, then I guess on his way back home, he comes across a crime scene. Easy for me to say. Where I don't know, there's trouble afoot. He sees a nun. She's got a hood up. I don't really have much else to add to that.
Yeah, it's about that. It just looked weird, and you were supposed to notice the nun
Be
person.
like-
The passerby people were all like, "Oh no!" It's like, so yeah, there's a lot of non-extends, just like normal humans in this world who are apparently terrified of extends.
Yeah, but not.
The
But
mere
not.
idea
But
of cybernetically enhanced people has scared a lot of people.
I guess that's fair enough. I would get robot enhancements in a what's the word? Heartbeat.
I'd get some kind of minor ones, I think.
I don't know what I'd get. Maybe like jet boots or something.
That would get you killed instantly.
A jet boots?
Yes.
Well, they come with an instruction manual,
Uh,
you know.
okay.
But
But yeah, no, he noticed them, and yeah, and we noticed from that scene also that Juzo is famous somewhat.
yeah, they're like,
'cause
oh him
someone
now.
recognised
He's
it's
the
like-
one. He's the one good one.
He's that gunhead that goes around beating up other extends to tell them to stop being idiots. They recognise him as
Yeah.
some sort of nice, morally good person.
A child saw him and cried though. That was like, oh, that was like,
He's got a gun for a face. I reckon that probably happens to him a lot, and that's probably a thing. Like, yeah, but it might come into some kind of character thing of like he wishes people could look at him and not be scared.
yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, then he goes back to his office, which has been not even ransacked. It's just been wrecked and broken into. There's an extend in there with a small child. Yeah, and there's,
A very modified extend. That is.
I mean,
Because he at least is like somewhat human shaped, just with robot hands and a revolver in his hand and obviously
Yeah,
his face. But the rest of his body looks kind of very human proportion. This one does not.
yeah, he does. He's just a bit chubby. Are you fat shaming this poor
He's
extend?
not chubby. He has weird tentacle arms. He's really tall. Yeah, no, no. This is very non-human proportions,
You're
and also the tentacle arms.
You're shaming this man's body. You know, Twitter's
This-
gonna have a day with you right
Not
now.
fat. He's like really thin.
Twitter. Listen, I'm not gonna save you from Twitter, okay?
He's really thin.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, there's people come looking for him, and Juzu's like, "Please leave," and they're like, "Okay," and they leave.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The 6M that's inside is hiding from the security bureau, and the security bureau comes to the door looking for him.
Yep. But then he scares them off. But they're still being watched because there's people in. They're just outside. They're like,
Yeah, there's a couple like someone just spying or whatever.
yeah. So
I was super shocked by Juzo's like very open intimidation of this like figure of authority.
yeah, he was like, "Oh well,
Cages
I've already
doors and
I've already broken one law. I might as well break more."
Well, if I'm going to break one, I might as well break some more. Yeah. No, he hasn't broken any laws. Blocking them isn't actually against the law, but this guy's threatening that he's got contacts. He could make his life
Yeah.
less nice.
So he's like, "If you're gonna ruin me anyway, you know, might as well actually do something." But yeah, then that guy, he's a distraction. He zips out of there.
You might get a bit more. Okay, the extend with the weird tentacle arms decides to be a distraction, so that he can leave the child with Juzo, and Juzo can look after the child that he kidnapped or is holding.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should have explained like the context of everything there.
Yeah, so weird tentacle arm guy has come into Juzo's apartment with a child and doesn't give Juzo much inclination as to what's going on. But he did say one thing that made Juzo kind of like him, which was like, "I don't want to be used as a tool anymore," and that kind of resonates with him for whatever reason. Probably a friend of his or something in the past.
Yeah. Well, I mean, later on they say he was in like some thing. I forgot. Haven't written it down in my notes. Probably should have done that. With the well, I guess we'll just go into the next part. We'll talk about it. But
Yep.
yeah, then I guess he's just traversing the land and he runs into that nun who is definitely just a nun and not anyone scary. Yeah, basically, knows that she's bad. She takes off her clothes and
Yeah, psych, she's not a nun, she's a stripper!
haha, it was me, Dio. Haha, no.
God.
But yeah, she's from the company. They're called like, oh man,
I don't know what they're called.
Are you-
I've
I've
they're
written
evil called.
I've
It's
wri-
literally evil called.
I've written it down, but you ready for this pronunciation? I'm gonna try.
Go for it.
It's called like Björn, Björn.
I'll need to see it written down before I can comment on
There's
it. 'cause I
like
forgot
dots
how
on it, like for foreign
I'll wait
words.
till I see it written down. I'm watching it right now. I'll find it and then I'll tell you. But
Björn? Yeah. Anyway, they have a little fight. It's not much of a
Sort
fight.
of. She shoots and he hides behind a pillar.
That's a fight, I guess.
He doesn't really retaliate. He backs up and he's like, "Whoa,
That's not a
let's
bit.
talk about this."
Yeah. She taunts him a little bit, and he's like, "Are you gonna tell me again what I am?" And it's like, "Oh,
Oh yeah, no, she like fully insults like his whole. I was gonna call him a species. His like weird model of extend, being an overextend, whatever that is.
yeah."
Yeah, she like fully takes the mick out of him, saying like, "You're an old war relic.
Yeah.
You're the worst."
And he's like, "Okay, I've had enough of this." But yeah, then that tentacle man. What are we gonna call him? I mean,
we don't have to worry about him after this episode.
that's true. We'll call him Tentacle Man then.
Tentacle extend.
Yeah. He ends up getting ricochet shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Like by a very clever extend eye of this lady who is the stripper assassin.
That would be a good cybernetic thing to put in, a robot eye.
Yeah, robot super eye which can
Zoom in
apparently
and
like
stuff.
look
That'd
at
be-
ricochets, do zooms, and yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds incredibly helpful.
yeah. But yeah, this guy he falls off the ledge, but Juzo saves him, and in order to save him properly, he gives the kid to the nun. Idiot move. She's not a nun. Why am I still calling her a nun? The stripper.
Stripper assassin. That's her name.
But yeah, so he lets the kid go. Like 2 seconds after, he gets shot in the back because
Yep, you simply give up the thing that was keeping you from getting shot, you're going to get shot.
Yeah.
Shock horror.
you had the advantage. So like,
Sort of, not really. He couldn't really look after the child and hold the guy who just fell off the ledge.
yeah,
He would have had to let one die. Or give one up. And so he did that.
I guess that's true. But yeah, he gets washed down the stream. I guess they see each other. The other guy's got holes in him, like proper like cheese holes.
Yeah, the technical extend somehow when they were falling tanked all the damage and protected Juzo.
But yeah, then the other guy tells him his backstory. Turns out that the other guy is actually the kid
Yeah.
who. So the orphanage that they're on about is actually being used for experiments. You know, shock horror.
Well, yeah, you haven't mentioned the orphanage yet, but yes, the stripper nun lady actually works for the organisation. She looks after a bunch of children that they do experiments on,
Yeah.
and they pretend it's an orphanage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it turns out the kid is like remote controlling the body with his brain.
Yeah, he
Because-
has a mad, super rare extend that lets him remote control extends.
Because in order for him to be able to use it more effectively, they made it so he's unable to move. So they've like, which is
To motivate him.
the kid is also called Tetsuro, by the way. I lied.
Is he?
I did write down his name.
Well done.
But
yeah,
it-
he's had his voice box removed and the tendons in his arms and legs cut to motivate him to use his extend power to.
be able to
remote
move.
control.
Yeah. But yeah, then that body like dies. Rip tentacle extend. You will be forever missed. But yeah, Juzo then decides, God damn it, now I got to go save the kid. And then he does. There's a train. This is the Demon Slayer movie. The train is coming towards Juzo, and he stops the train. Long story short.
Yeah, he punches the train. He full Hancocks.
I mean, it stops.
Yeah, no, he full Hancocks. Like the first bit, like goes up flying. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's So I guess next episode it'll be him retrieving the child from the evil lady.
That he will attempt to. I'm sure
I think he will.
he probably will.
He'll unleash some special power, or something.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he is a weapon made for war. He's a scary thing.
Or the kid will like control just the gun on his head.
Or maybe. I don't know if he can do that, but
No.
maybe.
Or
Or
also,
maybe the kid will just
we
try to
didn't.
control over a different extent that's in the room and help.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We didn't mention at all that the gun on his head has actually got a trigger. So like
There's a big trigger on the back of his neck kind of thing.
that begs the question: does he keep his head loaded?
I don't know how that works, but maybe.
Because it's like a revolver,
Maybe.
it needs bullets.
It is a revolver, and he does like pop out the cartridge at one point and spin it to
Yeah.
get the water out of it because he's worried he's going to rust. Which is a great meme, by the way. I love that.
That is good.
It's like, oh my god, I'm going to rust! Quickly take my head out.
The other guy's like,
That's
your head
wonderful.
is spinning.
I want to know where his brain is.
Yeah.
How can he have a revolver for a head and he can literally remove the cartridge? And, like, where does his brain go? Is it just in his neck?
I don't have an answer.
It's quite a thick neck.
I don't have an answer for you right there. But anyway, yeah, that was the end of the episode, roughly. Yeah, just about. So yeah, what did you think of the first episode? Let's go.
Yeah, the atmosphere of it looks cool. It's like kind of like gritty and interesting. Yeah, this whole like extend thing that they've got going on in their world has a lot of potential to have lots of weird and interesting and strange things happen.
Yeah, it's definitely caught my interest immediately. Like just what they're doing with the thing. They're like, even if it's not the most unique things, like bad orphanage. Wow, never seen that before.
Yeah, an orphanage experiments and does bad things to its children. Oh no.
Oh no, that's a shocker.
That's like 101 of how to experiment on people.
Not that we advocate that. Please don't experiment.
I do
on
not
people.
advocate for it. I'm just aware that that's how fiction normally portrays. If you need to experiment on people, get a bunch of children that have no one to talk to, such as orphans. Yeah.
Well, that's a morbid end.
But yeah, no, it's good. It seems I'm aware that this show is going to contain some fan service. It's in the outro and opening, and
I wasn't even paying attention to the opening and outro. Was it really?
I paid a little bit of attention. There were some bikini girls jumping around.
They go to the beach, didn't they? There was a beach part in the opening. I remember that.
Yeah, maybe. Or,
Which
I couldn't remember if that was intro or outro, but yeah.
Which, if you were to tell me, hey, beach episode in No Guns Life, I'd be like, you're insane.
That sounds pretty mad, but maybe he looks awesome in a pair of speedos. We'll see.
Now I almost want to see it.
I want to see a gunhead wearing speedos and nothing else for no reason other than it will be hilarious.
Because it'd be funny, yeah. But anyway, let's wrap this thing up. We've been going on for a little while. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, consider subscribing. There's many reviews on the YouTube channel because there's a lot of anime in the world. Or Dio meme. Is it Dio?
That is Dio that does the world joke, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
wild, bro.
No,
Yes.
no, the whole point is you don't say the meme, so that...
I do.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes, but
we'll see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys.
later.